setting it up.
What episode is this? Episode 6?
We are here for episode 6, baby.
Cool. I'm already forgetting episodes. I mean, we've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, last episode
6.
I said we're like halfway to 10. Which is like,
yeah, 5, halfway to 10.
Sick.
And I was like, that's how it works. Numbers.
Yeah. But big shout out to anyone who's been listening recently. Those of you who've been tuning in. There's been a lot more of you than when we first started, so that's pretty
Which was
awesome.
0. Yeah, it was 0 when we first started.
So we went from 0 to probably like 3.
Yeah. I like how you started and then you didn't have your shoes tied yet. So
Yeah.
you got to tie your shoes for me.
I guess we can technically start it whenever,
Yeah, well, we did.
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. How are you doing on this Tuesday?
Good.
How you
Just
feeling?
Been doing a lot of work, a lot of computer stuff.
A lot of computer stuff today? Like what kind of stuff?
Just being on the computer. What about you? Just working?
Just what do you mean being on a computer? That's not a good enough answer. Actually, do you remember when we used to
Learning, editing.
for Dad, because he worked in real estate, he would work on the computer all the time, and we would just say like, the joke was we didn't know what he was doing, so we would just be like, "Thank you for all your computer work" when we went on vacation. Do you remember that? Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
That must have been your. I never said that. I know I never said that.
Yeah, you did. You were just little.
Must
You
have
probably
been
don't
just like
remember.
your thing.
Yeah.
But
That wasn't just my thing.
he was always just in the office on his computer.
Like, thanks for all your work on your computer. And we were just vague. We were just like, thanks for all the work you did on your computer. Instead of like, it was a running joke we had.
Do you remember when he like went to Canada one time or something, and he brought us back those jerseys?
Hockey jerseys.
I don't think he went to Canada. I think he just went to the north or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that. I remember it, but I don't.
But computer stuff, just editing and learning on the computer.
Taking some lessons.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you gonna put together that golf video?
What was I doing? Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll see how the texted versions of what you sent turned out, but it can lose quality a lot if
Do
you
I have to
text it,
airdrop
so
them?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It looked fine, but
They're supposed to be 4K.
yeah.
Yeah. Me and Nick went golfing for my birthday, which was on Friday. That was a really good day. Turned 26.
18 holes. We got it done in like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we played so fast.
It was so fast. That was the fastest I've ever played golf.
Yeah.
There was someone like right up our ass, but it's because the people were so slow in front of us.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the people in front of us, it was the people in front of them.
There was like a foursome, or there was like a sixsome in front of them, and then them, and then the two people in front of us were just hitting the ball all over the golf course.
Zigzag.
Every hole, we would see their golf cart coming back towards us to find their ball.
Yeah, we're teeing off, and these
we're
guys
just
are
like,
driving
oh my
at
God.
us. That was really fun, though.
Even that didn't like stall us for missing your surprise.
He did just a
That's
just
so
a god
funny.
awful stall job.
But yeah, talk about golf. Did you like it? Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun. I played all right. It was so hot, but I played all right.
Yeah.
Been playing decent recently. It's fun to get back into it.
The tournament's in like 2 weeks or something.
The it's August 1st is the first day we're playing. So yeah, 2 weeks. Not this weekend, not next week, but the weekend after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you got some good warm-ups for that?
Yeah, trying to.
And that was the first time I've played since 2019, so that was pretty good to get out there.
Yeah, you
And
didn't
do
play bad
dubshed
at all.
again. But
I haven't played dubshed.
nostalgic.
I've probably played dubshed twice in the past like 10 years.
Really?
Well,
That's like a long time.
yeah, since we played there in high school every day. I
Yeah.
played there once throughout all of college, and one more time since then. Yeah, that's crazy.
10 years,
It's
though.
down
You
the
were in
street.
high school 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was
So
in.
you played every day in high school.
It's probably been like 8 years.
We would play every day in high school during golf season.
I know, I was so burnt out.
It's crazy. I would get so good though.
Yeah.
Because
I would get
played
really
every
good
day.
and then get worse and worse and worse because I just was over it.
It was always, and then always coming back to the season was always the worst part because you just like sucked, and then you had to just practice for a couple weeks and then you'd be fine. But coming back into golf is always one of those sports where you just suck.
You think so?
Yeah, when you'll have something built in. Like I have putting built in, and that's in short game. But when it comes to actually your swing on the fairways especially, I feel like you lose that the most.
I've never found that to be the case. I've
That's
always
definitely
played.
the
I've
case
always
with most
played.
people. And
I've
you.
always played better after not playing for a really long time because it's mental.
Well, yeah, there's that. That might just be, like, you just have more fun if you have
Yeah,
like you're not like in your head like I should be doing better.
Yeah,
But skill wise, you can definitely get a lot better the more you play.
obviously.
So, yeah, my point
Yeah.
exactly is that you lose your skill the longer you don't play.
No, maybe
and then
you
come
do,
back
I
into
don't.
it. I think it's pretty normal. It's called muscle memory.
You lose your skill.
Called
I
muscle
don't.
memory.
I don't do it.
Look up muscle memory.
No, I refuse. Yeah, that was a fun round. And then you were supposed to stall me so that Marissa and Mom could set up balloons and all that stuff for when I got back. And we came home 30 minutes before we were supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. I kept telling you to get a beer.
No,
get
you
a
said
beer,
it-
and you're just like, no.
No, you
no.
said it. You said
And
it
I'm like,
once.
yeah, well, I can't do anything but go home. Otherwise
You
it's
said it
weird.
once. You asked
I didn't. I
once,
said
and
it
I was
probably
like,
4
I
times.
don't know.
I said it like 3 holes before the 18th, and I said it again after, and I said it again driving away. But yeah, that's funny. But that golf cart lady just wouldn't come around. Dude, we were on like
I
the
was
16th
dying.
hole,
I was
and we were like
dying
begging random people for water. I was drinking out of the
They
lake
turned
at
out-
one
they
point.
They turned off all the water fountains. I couldn't remember the word.
Well,
I was
they
gonna say
didn't even
water
have the
supplies.
water things there.
They didn't have the water jugs there. They didn't have any of the water fountains on, which makes no goddamn sense. Like,
Oh yeah, bathroom's locked or something. There's like a sign. It's like, this is your patch of grass. Piss on this, bitch. Like, it's so fucking. It was crazy out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I was dehydrated for at least half the round, and then she showed up, and I like sprinted to her. Like,
She's like, "What are these guys so thirsty?
on the
Why
other side.
are they so desperate?"
I was like, "Do you have Gatorade?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like,
I know the reason though. She was there with the other girl, which means they probably just f around together on the golf course, not take it seriously. But I don't know what her rotation is. Like, there must have been like a group of people that just kept
Yeah.
wanting stuff, so she had to keep going back or something.
We saw her on the second hole. And didn't see her again until the 17th
It was
hole.
literally the 17th hole, so that was just bad.
I mean, such a annoying thing to complain about, but at the time we were on our last leg.
Oh yeah, that Florida heat, baby.
Yeah.
That Florida heat will smack you in the back of your head.
It was unexpectedly warm because it was like raining as we were going to the course, and then all of a sudden it was hot and muggy.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Classic
think about
Orlando.
that. Very true, very true.
Yeah, it was like I thought it was gonna storm. I thought we were gonna get rained out, and then all of a sudden it's just sunny.
That cart lady's been there for like 10 years.
I don't
She's been there a long time, and the other one too.
I don't remember at all.
That's funny. And they've changed the golf pro or the Ranger. Is it called when you go to tee off?
Yeah, the Ranger.
Yeah, they've changed him a lot.
That's such a hilarious name for a guy that's just like, "What time's your tea time?" And you're like, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's like that guy's job title is Ranger.
Yeah. That's funny. His name's like
he just
Cowboy or
he just
something.
sits in a cart, like
yeah, he's
doesn't
just like,
move all day.
It's so funny when those types of jobs are so funny when people have like no purpose, but then like we go through there and then he's just like, yeah, he kind of like holds you there a little bit because he's like, just like get my authority, you know?
Yeah, check your credentials.
Yeah, it's funny, but yeah, I had fun. I did terrible. You beat me on the front nine.
No, you didn't.
And then I probably beat you on the second nine. I actually didn't do terrible for like.
No, you played good. You didn't play good.
I've done worse
didn't
in
play-
high school
yeah.
when I was playing all the
You
time.
didn't play good like the first 3 or 4 holes,
Yeah.
and then you played pretty good. But
Yeah,
was
it's just if you get a triple bogey and double bogey, then you're screwed.
yeah,
Dad would be commenting on that too. He'd be like, "Can't do that. You can't do triples. Can't do doubles. Can't do bogeys. Can't do any of that. You're just always perfect."
yeah, sure. Guy couldn't swing a golf club for like 15 years.
Shoulder. You listening
Yeah.
to this? I hope he's
Speaking of
listening.
that, since I haven't played in a while, my shoulder's like torn.
Really?
Yeah, and I do
You're
a
gonna
lot
get
of
that dad
activity.
injury too.
Yeah, I don't want that. The scar tissue.
Except he got that probably from wasn't that from the lawnmower?
No.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was cranking the lawnmower at Fairview and he ripped his shoulder.
Oh, it might have hurt it, but it's from like years and years
Yeah.
and years of tearing. and it builds up the scar tissue and like calcifies or something, and it makes your arm like immobile.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is like inject that stuff in it, and it like breaks down the scar tissue, and you just have to keep moving it. It's super painful, and then eventually it loosens all the way up. Sounds terrible, and I'm definitely gonna get it. So my shoulders get trashed.
So it's like you can't move your arm because they inject something, and you have to move it anyways.
No, you can't move your arm because of the scar tissue.
Yeah.
But they inject the stuff in it, and yeah, you have to move your arm around, and it like breaks down the scar tissue. It's painful.
Yeah.
Real painful.
I feel like that would pinch your nerves real good.
Yeah, it will for sure.
What are you drinking? What's the brand of that?
Kill Cliff. Recover. It's like...
But it's not like an energy drink because it looks like one.
No, this is the Recover version.
Of Red Bull?
No.
Doesn't it looks like a Red Bull?
Well, yeah, that's like basically it's like a healthy Red Bull.
Yeah.
It's sounds like an ad. It's like just a bunch of vitamins and no sugar or anything. It's good.
Yeah. The tea, whenever I drink tea, it always just like amps me up a little bit.
Does it?
When it's in those jugs, because it's just like sugarized tea. It's not that good.
When it's in the jugs?
When it's in the jugs that we have.
We have jugs?
Of tea, yeah.
Oh, the Publix tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, those are gross.
Bad.
No, those don't amp me up that much.
I don't like it. I always do that same thing in my chair when I adjust. Like I always do this thing when like I'll like be sitting back here, and then I want to come up and I like wiggle like this, like,
and you just slide back.
I snake up to get my bearings.
And then you mess up the rug, and then I'm pissed, and I'm angry, and I'm mad at you.
And you're pissed?
Yeah. So after golf, we came home early. Mom and Marissa were in the middle of setting up. She gave me my presents.
Yeah, it was like balloons.
Yeah, they were in the middle. They had one balloon blown up.
They were inflating balloons.
They had one of them blown up.
He has literally like 10 balloons in his room right now.
Yeah, a bunch.
Chaos.
And then Marissa had like this whole present layout thing. She got me some sick presents, a chef's knife, like a really handmade chef's knife, which is really cool. I used it last night. It was awesome. And then a couple of other really cool things. And then I thought we were going to grill some chicken and stuff. And she surprised me with a bunch of crab legs, which I love seafood and I love crab legs. Crab legs and steak are my two favorite foods. Yeah. And so that was awesome. That was an awesome surprise. And we just hung out for the rest of the night.
That was great.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I feel like when it's everyone's birthdays, it should just be the weekend.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's way better.
You mean the birthday should be on the weekend?
The celebration should just be the weekend.
You think?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, if it works,
you just keep hitting the person with stuff. Like, you just keep like,
yeah,
it's not over.
I know. I love doing that.
Yeah, it's great.
That's what we do, like on Christmas and stuff. You just like hammer people with gifts and like surprises and stuff. That's we crush Christmas, our family.
Yeah, Christmas is great.
But yeah, then the next day we went up to Jacksonville to visit our sister and her husband and our niece, who is so cute. She's starting to talk, not like actual words, but she's making noises. Mm-hmm. So that was fun. Went to the beach, hung out for a little while. And then
raining on the beach.
Yeah, it was raining
a lot of the time.
It was so hot after that, though, too, also. Yeah. Just Florida. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Had to get out of there.
Yeah.
I hate being stuck on the beach.
Okay, yeah, I don't like just sitting on the beach.
Yeah.
I really don't. Me and you, we bring like 4,000 pieces of different sporting equipment. We bring a wiffle ball. We bring a wiffle ball and bat. We bring a football.
Footy.
We bring the Aussie Rules football, which is a different football.
It's called the footy, all you listeners.
The footy. We haven't brought a soccer ball or anything in a while.
There's usually someone's got that covered.
And then what are those paddle things where people only use them on the beach, but it's like a rubber ball and the paddles, and you can hit the ball so hard and it barely goes anywhere? Which one is that?
Paddles.
Paddle ball or something, probably. Yeah. So me and Nick like spend most of our time just running around on the beach because I can't just sit there. I get so bored.
I also bring books.
Yeah, or reading. It's like the only time I read.
Because if I am just gonna sit there, then I'm just like, oh, I'll just read something.
Yeah.
Or
but we had like a outdoor tent set up, and then we had
this time was a little different because
4 dogs.
yeah, because all the dogs.
1 baby puppy, 2 other pups, small pups, and then our sister's big golden doodle. And they were funny to watch. They were just because it's in Jacksonville. They have really nice dog beaches.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. But it was funny to see. We got some really good pictures of all of them.
Yeah. Marissa had that camera.
Yeah, she took some really good pictures.
Those are sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Of us playing wiffle ball was funny. I like those
They're
pictures.
so intense.
When we like go up and like knee each other.
Yeah.
There's pictures
And
of
then she
us
took
just fighting.
a really cute one of Ella,
Yeah.
the new
She
pup.
sent me one that's really good. I don't know what the way she colored it and everything is so cool.
Yeah, she's really good at that.
Yeah, it's great. What does she use? Do you know? Have you seen her do it? Yeah,
She
Girl
uses-
Labs or something.
It's called like picture editor or something.
No.
I have no idea, honestly.
That's funny. She probably uses Lightroom or something. Lightroom Mobile. Marissa, what do you use? Let us know. Send us an email at shit.pod
shit.pod.
And also, if you're listening to this, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube as well. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a follow. And yep.
YouTube is
Over
the
there
shitty
today.
podcast. Spotify is the shitty podcast.
Uh,
And Apple
Instagram
Podcasts is the shitty podcast. And Instagram is the shitty podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. We got like the brand covered. And Twitter coming soon and TikTok coming soon. Although I heard TikTok is getting removed or something.
Yeah, it should because it's communist.
But
It's
Twitter,
owned by
I want
China.
Twitter. What do you want our Twitter to be? Should it just be like quotes that we say? Just funny things that we've said?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't used the Twitter since high school.
Yeah, I don't have a Twitter.
I don't have a Twitter either.
Well, I mean, I probably still do, but I don't have the app on my phone.
I don't have a Twitter.
I've deactivated my account. I know that.
I deleted mine a while ago, I think.
I should delete mine and just restart
over.
it. Yeah. But as a shitty podcast. But yeah, I think that the idea is just we want to have a bunch of platforms that we can just advertise on. So it helps in the end, you know.
It sounds exciting.
What?
Follow us. We're just gonna advertise.
Yeah. Advertise or just show highlights and just show what's going on with the podcast, what's going on when the new episode's up, you know, what we're talking about, how the studio's upgrading, all that sort of stuff, behind the scenes. We'll cover all that sort of stuff eventually.
You know, it's kind of
Don't even have my
actually-
phone in here.
yeah. You don't.
No.
Okay.
I
was gonna say
day
what's-
10 of quitting social media. I've forgotten about my phone.
what's kind of day 10. It's the 15th. It's the 14th.
13th day.
What's kind of different about today is that we've like barely talked all day.
Well, I've
Have you noticed that?
barely talked to anyone all day. What about you?
Usually we like hang out for a minute or something before we start. And then today it was just like, all right, let's go. And then you sat down. It's like the first time we've talked all day.
Yeah, but then before that, it's just like about the podcast or something.
Yeah, it's like we're recording.
It's just like we're recording at this time, and then we just it's
it's
funny
like,
because we
okay.
come in and we're just like we're like finding our conversational groove as it goes.
Yeah, it's like
That's pretty.
so. When I
interesting.
ask you how your day's going, I have no idea.
But it's so much easier to do that with you than it is to do with someone that like you've never met before, and you have an interview channel or something, and you're trying to like get the conversation going. Although some people might think it's
What
there's
just
a
happened?
frog in my throat.
Oh.
I think some people think it could be easier to just interview people. Who knows?
I feel like it probably would be easier to interview people because you don't actually know about them.
Yeah, you just be like, so
Well,
like,
me
what's
and
your
you-
favorite color?
Me and you have known each other for at least 5 years.
Well, I'm 22 and you're wait. What? I'm 22, you're 26, so you didn't know me for 4 years of your life. You've only known me for 22 years. Isn't that weird?
But I've known you for more than 5.
Yeah, but you've only known me
Okay.
for 22 of my years.
I've known you for your whole life. You haven't known me for my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah, who are you, man? What's your past?
You'll
I don't
never
know.
know.
I don't know your hiding.
You don't know me that well.
I don't know that like 3-year-old Jeff.
You
I
don't know
do not. I know the 3.5-year-old Jeff.
Yeah. You didn't know me before. don't act like you're with me now if you didn't ride with me before.
Yeah. Yeah. And then with Dee Dee, she's like 7 years older than me.
I think she's like 40. 40-ish?
She's really old. I
Yeah.
know that. I know that
She's like
she's
40 or... She's got to be 40.
pretty sure she's going into retirement, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could be buying a house somewhere on like a secluded beach soon or something. I'm not sure.
I think she said something about that.
Yeah.
I didn't listen.
I think she's starting to play a lot more bingo.
That's what she said.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Chase he's been arrested cardiacally a few times.
Cardiacally.
Cardiacally.
Yeah. Yeah, they're old now. They have a baby.
They're so old, the baby. We're going to be those funkles, though.
Already are, and I hate that word.
Yeah, what does it
mean? Are you a
mean?
fan of that word? Fun uncle? Funkles? Sounds gross.
Not a fan. I don't stand outside with it like written on my t-shirt, and be like, I'm your biggest fan. But
Of the word?
yeah, and the word is just giving a speech or something somewhere, and I'm
You're
just
getting
standing
too
out there.
abstract.
But yeah, you can't do that stuff for words. But I don't know. What was your question?
Who knows, man? Who cares? Who cares?
No, I don't like the word funkle.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's gross sounding. It's like,
but like,
funkle.
What do you picture when you think of funkle? Like, yeah, we're going on the boat
Funkle.
or something. Like, what do you picture?
No, I picture Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Finkel and Einhorn.
So you just bring her around the zoo.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
That's a weird reference. What does that relate to
from
this?
the depths, baby.
How does
That's
that
what I
relate
think
to
of.
this?
I think of Finkel when I hear Funkel.
Oh. You're not thinking of what the funkle means though.
No.
Oh.
Fun uncle.
But what do you picture? I picture just like.
But I don't like combo words.
Okay.
Like Funkel. Or
like Titleist.
That's not a
tit list.
That's not a combo word. Like
it is.
I thought it was tit list.
Oh,
when I was little.
it has an e in it.
I thought it was tit list when I was little. I thought it was titliest.
Titliced.
But like fantabulous and like.
Oh yeah.
What's another?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I like that one though.
Like amaze balls.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know why I thought of that.
Sucks.
You like that one? You're like, that's awesome. That's it. You make that up.
That's awesome, but it sucks.
Yeah, I don't like the word funkle. I like being an uncle. I don't like the word funkle.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not even like uncles yet. No, we're not. She hasn't grown up yet, so we're not uncles. She doesn't know we're her uncles, so we're not uncles.
I'm not sure you know what an uncle is.
Tío?
Tito?
Mi tío?
Oh, Spanish. Nice, dude. That's sick.
But yeah, she's not aware of it, so it's not real.
I mean, but other people are, so
Like
you're
who?
wrong.
Like who? just prove me wrong. Who?
Me.
You're aware of that your uncle?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know how to answer that.
Losing my mind. Why? Were we uncles? No.
I guess you could get really deep.
No. Oh, damn it.
Dude, that's like I think
podcast is shittier and shittier.
I think we've only remembered to light it once. Every other time we get this is the farthest we've gotten actually, so we're getting worse. Dude, it's upside down. You have to hold it upside down.
Yeah.
Gravity.
Or just do what I just did.
Gravity. Why is there a guitar picker? You playing plucking the old strings?
Yeah, when's the last time that you've played? I thought I heard you the other night. You were singing like Twinkle Twinkle Had a Little Star to yourself in here. And I came in and you were just naked and the guitar was the only thing covering you. And there's just like whipped cream on your forehead. And it made no sense because I looked at you and you're just like, Twinkle. Oh. And when I came in, you made that weird sound too that babies make. You're when I came in. Like you were so surprised. You're like, oh. And then I was like, what? And then you went, no. And then we went, whoa. And then we were all just spinning. And then we just spun out. And then we were just like in space or something.
How far?
And it was like a TV show that some aliens were watching.
Was that a Rick and
But
Morty
yeah, it was
episode?
It sounds like something that would happen there, but yeah.
Yeah, I was doing a stripped down version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bells. Singing to your own nuts? Singing to your own nuts?
No. What?
Okay. Well, you were doing it, so.
All right, cut the
it's not
shit,
me.
dude. Cut the shit.
You were doing it.
So, anyways, yeah, TikTok is
What are
owned
you
by
wear-
China, and their
what are you
data.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna take over for a little
What
bit.
is TikTok? Owned by China?
TikTok? Okay, so let me educate you here, little boy.
There's a mosquito in this room. Fuck.
Dude, there's so many mosquitoes around. So, in China, it's a communist country, right?
Yeah.
You know this?
You think they invented it?
Just shut up. Just shut up.
Go for it. Let me see what you're gonna say.
So, China is a communist country. They claim they're not, but they are. Everybody knows that. In their business, their enterprise, and their government is not separated like here in the U.S. for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So, their governments have complete control. It's not obvious control, but they control their businesses.
Well, yeah.
So that's why,
They control their media and social media too.
yeah. So that's why, I mean, they have strict rules for their citizens and what you can search on the internet and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
All that North Korea stuff you hear about, they do that too. But TikTok is basically a data collection company disguised as a platform for the most disturbing content you've ever seen in your life.
Mhm.
So
How is it a data collection platform?
like how Facebook and Instagram and stuff, they collect data on what people are viewing, what people are looking at, where people are, all that kind of stuff. TikTok does the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a Chinese-owned company, which is not great for the U.S. because China is not our friends.
No. But what's the whole point of it? You said it's a data collection agency?
It's a data collection company. Yeah,
For what?
for citizens.
Just seeing behavior and tendencies?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
So anytime that kind of stuff happens, it's an invasion of privacy, and it's people are giving the rights to that privacy, but they
Every
don't necessarily
app does it.
but they don't necessarily know that they are. Yeah, but every
Every
the
app
apps,
sells
the apps
your
and
information to third parties.
not
Facebook
legally.
does.
They did, and that's why they got in trouble.
Yeah, they went to the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm. So, but when it's a U.S. owned company, they don't. It's if they sell that, like they're gonna be in huge trouble. So, when it's not a U.S. owned company and it's millions and millions of users, all under the age of 12.
It's not U.S. owned?
No.
Really?
Yes, really.
But it's U.S. made.
That's why they're thinking they're gonna ban it.
Oh.
Because it's a security risk for the U.S. for that many citizens to be using.
I wonder
that
how
app.
it's a security risk.
Are you not listening?
How is it a security risk?
Because they're collecting data on millions and millions of U.S. citizens.
Mm-hmm. Well, how would they use
And
it
they're
against
just
us? You gotta
slowly-
explain.
They're slowly Oh, I don't know, dude. I'm not running China.
Okay, so you
They're
don't
just-
know.
But they're slowly inserting themselves into our society even more than they already were, which hopefully will be less now
Yeah, that's
after all
just
this
dangerous.
COVID
You
stuff.
can't just like be
I'm talking
thinking that
oops.
China's infiltrating us. Like
No, but they
that's-
are. It's not. It's not dangerous. It's
not doing
dangerous
that.
to ignore that. Because we found out with all this COVID stuff that
Yeah, but you can't really say
We-
how they're doing it.
we rely. Well, dude, I would have to pull it up and look at it. I don't have it all on the top of my head. We would have to, but think about how dangerous it was for Facebook to do that. That's why they went to the Supreme Court, and that's an American-owned company. TikTok is doing
Mhm.
that right now, and we can't take them to the Supreme Court,
Yeah, so we just
So-
have to delete it.
which is why they're thinking about banning it. So we've already relied so much on China through production, manufacturing, and all that kind of stuff, which everybody knows about. Everything's made in China. And when COVID hit and we had to shut down all that stuff, and all that stuff got shut down, they were literally holding supplies that we owned from sending them. They weren't sending us things that we owned, that we needed, like masks and that kind of stuff. it's just kind of scary how much we rely on those, like a country that's not our friend, our ally, really. That's why when we put like these sanctions and stuff on China, it's good and bad as with everything else, but the more manufacturing and things you can get done inside of your home country or even your allied countries like North America and South America, the better.
Mm-hmm. More longevity.
Because they don't have our best interests in mind, and actually they have a lot of the opposite interests in mind. Yeah. Whereas countries in South America and stuff, we all have similar interests. So
yeah,
it's just not a good setup, and it's not good when those people get in all up in your privacy and stuff.
But it's just crazy how China's advanced so much.
Yeah.
Like how? Just trying to think about.
Because all of the people live there.
Yeah.
Well, they just steal a bunch of IP. So they just...
Why are they so smart?
But they don't create that much. They just rip off of other things.
Why is it that a lot of Eastern countries are communist? Why what is it about? I mean, the Eastern countries are supposed to be like philosophical and understanding, because the West is not like that. Like, doesn't have like the philosophical side or anything like that. But yet our governments are more free, like Europe, America, Australia.
Well, I think it's just because they advanced later on as far as like the Industrial Revolution and all that stuff later on than the Western societies did. So
their government just needs to control it?
Yeah.
The production and stuff?
No, it's just like when a lot of your citizens are poor, it's easier to be communist than when your citizens are well off and educated and contributing like the Western societies.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So...
Isn't Russia a republic, or...
Russia is like a dictatorship,
basically. It's like a dictatorship, but it's not. You get like...
No, but that's another one that's supposed to be a...
Like he doesn't have competitors.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a democracy or something. I don't know what they call that, but I think it's like an oligarchy.
Yeah. Parliament's so weird. With like the queen and everything. Or monarchy is weird.
Monarchy's super weird.
With the queen and just they're useless.
Yeah. Well, it's not an actual monarchy.
Yeah, it's just a figurehead. But it can benefit their country, so that's why they keep it around right now. Financially.
They just love it.
And politically, like they love to like respect the queen and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the government can use it. Like that's what this whole show is about. It's just
the crown.
Yeah, just like they'll be used for like political, when like the relationship with America sucks or something, they'll like go send the queen to meet with the president and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, they're just figureheads now. It's so weird that that's still around, and it's like celebrated there. It's very strange.
Mm-hmm. They had the same sort of thing in America eventually, where they separated from their queen and built their own government, but then they like still kept the queen.
Yeah, it's weird.
So weird.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how that happened. And then people,
we gotta respect you for what you build.
People in the U.S. like love the royal family, so it's strange.
Oh yeah.
And it's like we were literally a country founded off hating the royal family.
That's so cool. We're just such a badass country, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like so badass. Just imagine living back then. That shit, like that is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
That's hard. That'd be so hard. Like if we were just under some political rule and we just decided like, nah, we're just gonna rise up and revolt. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. That's why you're pretty lucky to live in not you, but like people are pretty lucky to live. If you live in a place where you have that, you're not lucky. When you live in a place that you have that autonomy and freedom as an individual.
Yeah.
You're pretty lucky, because you could live in a shithole.
We live in that in America. Like, we all have the freedom and, like, the ability to go and do what we want and, like, make our own thing and build our own business and pursue our own dreams and stuff. And then it also makes it, like, more... It also can make it more difficult sometimes because everyone is kind of out to build their own thing and do their own stuff and have their own success. There's no like community, like let's get each other there type of thing. It's really like you got to build your way up.
There is once you get going.
But it always involves kissing someone's ass or something.
What? No. It
If
involves.
you want to move up through like the corporate world, and you gotta like just like.
That's not the
kiss
same
ass a
thing
little
though.
bit.
That's not the same thing as building a business.
Oh yeah, building your business. No.
So yeah,
that's
when
just
you
customer service. I'm not confusing customer service with kissing ass. Not doing that.
what's customer service?
I'm just saying with building your own business, it'd be more like you treat your customers and you treat the people around you good. That's not kissing ass.
You just make a good product or service.
Yeah.
And run it well, and you'll be successful. That's like the whole American dream thing, is that you can actually, if you do something well, you can be successful with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not if it's like murder or something.
Well, unless you do it for the government.
Yeah.
Unless you do it internationally.
Spies.
As a hitman and a spy. Or you're a Navy SEAL. Yeah, you can do anything.
That's combat, though.
You can do anything, get good at anything.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Because a lot of places you don't have that option even. There's just not even the infrastructure to do things that you want to do. It's just very basic.
Yeah. What's a country that would be like that? Besides like communist China and stuff.
Like in Africa. Like there's like semi-developed cities in Africa, but you still can't do everything that you could do.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a functioning society, you still don't have the opportunities like you would in America.
Mm-hmm.
Or, developed countries.
Yeah. There's only a little, like South Africa, there's only a little part of it that is...
Yeah, but even that...
developed.
Different.
And you can kind of do what you want.
Maybe you used to. They're kind of having some turbulence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big time. A lot of race division going on over there. It's like reverse apartheid now.
Yeah, that's
real sketch.
That's the kind of hard overswinging of the pendulum that we're kind of going through now.
We're experiencing it in like an ideological way.
Not like that at all. Ours is less of like a
violent.
Yeah, it's less violent. That one was pretty
more
violent.
Of like ideas, yeah.
But I think it was more violent because it was less. The society itself had less of a structure. So when there's less structure, it's like there's more violence, like we saw in Seattle with our overlord.
Is that still going on? What happened with it? I never followed up.
The police just went in and shut it down.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, like, people were dying. People were getting murdered and, like, raped and everything. I don't know.
Really? Because I looked it up. There was videos of people just walking through it. It just looked like nothing was going on there.
No. People were dying.
Like, well, yeah. Just
and they wouldn't let the police
were just walking around
and the paramedics in. They weren't letting people in.
It's weird.
Yeah, people were, like, getting shot and stuff. I think, like, 4 or 5 people died.
Yeah, there was a murder.
And they started their own, like, police force on the inside, and they, like, were just, like, the mafia, basically.
More abusive.
Yeah. They were just beating the shit out of people.
More racist and more abusive.
Yeah. That was crazy. Really good experiment, guys.
Speaking about beating the shit out of people, you want to talk about bully beatdown? It's time time for our first segment, where we're gonna talk about one of the classic MTV shows growing up. Not really growing up, but just that ended quite a while ago, early 2000s. It's called Bully Beatdown.
Dude, I
Mayhem
cannot.
Miller.
There's so many shows that I can't believe were shows, and they were so funny.
There's so much leniency back then.
Yeah, but Bully Beatdown is by far one of the craziest shows. Okay, so the premise of Bully Beatdown is pretty much what it sounds like. So, this guy that runs it is during the time he was still fighting, I think, was Mayhem Miller. He's a UFC fighter.
Yeah, UFC fighter.
A UFC fighter. And
he's the host.
And he's the host. And he would basically, people would like send in submissions and about how they were getting bullied and who they were getting bullied by. And this guy would like meet up with those people, hear their story, and then go meet up with the bully, and then
interview the bully.
And it was hilarious because this guy was funny. Mayhem Miller. He was funny, and he would just fuck with the bully.
Yeah, he's just like cocky and sarcastic.
But then the whole premise is that they come in, the bully agrees to fight a professional fighter
Yeah.
for 2 rounds. The first round is grappling, and every time he has to tap
Dude,
out,
That's one of the funniest parts. Like
he starts with $5,000.
yeah, we don't need but just like that's the funniest part. They just like anytime he gets tapped out, they take away $1,000
Yeah.
from the bully.
He starts with
So-
$5,000, and every time he gets tapped out, within 5 minutes, he loses $1,000, and
Yeah.
that money goes to the victims. And this is real too. Like, it's played up, obviously, because it's on TV, but it was like legitimate. And so the second round is kickboxing.
Yeah.
And basically, if he survives the 5 minutes, he keeps the 5,000. If he doesn't, he loses it.
Yeah. So they first of all they just get this bully in, start talking a bunch of shit to him, get the people who were bullied by him to start just talking shit back to him, and then they give this dude $5,000, but every time he gets tapped out, they take the money away from him. And then at the end of it, he's got like no money.
Yeah.
He's like the bullied one because he
And
just
he's
got
like-
the shit beat
yeah,
out of him. And
and
then
he's-
the other bullies are outside the kids who got bullied are outside the cage like, yeah, take that, bitch. Like, yeah, get that. They're like nerds, like two little nerds just sitting outside the cage like,
Yeah.
take that.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
funny.
so funny, dude. But they had, and I remember watching it back then. I didn't know that much about fighting or the UFC or professional fighters or anything. And then I've been watching it recently, like on YouTube. I've seen
Yeah,
some
what?
recent ones. And one of the ones they had, dude, was Eddie Alvarez.
Really?
Eddie Alvarez,
Dude, what
one
the
of the
heck?
best fighters of all time, came in. Eddie Alvarez, just for some stats. Eddie Alvarez is 5'10", and when he's not cutting weight and obviously and stuff, he's like 170 pounds. He's big. And they
He's
had
a
him fight
beast, one of the best fighters of all time.
fight this little Italian guy from New York that was bullying these guys.
Oh, dude, and that's the other
This
thing.
one's honestly
There'll be like bullies that are like 34 years old. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you mean bullies?
Yeah,
It's
this
like,
guy-
What
yeah.
are these guys bullying?
this guy was tying these kids to a tree. And he's like, the wussies. I gotta teach my friends with the family the wussies. I gotta turn them into men. That's my job. This guy's 5'4", 150 pounds, and he fights a 5'10", 170 Eddie Alvarez.
It
How that's fair,
would
I
never
don't even
happen.
know.
yeah.
But this guy's 5'4", dude, and he steps in the ring with Eddie Alvarez,
Yeah.
and Eddie Alvarez just beats the shit out of him for
But
2
they're always
rounds.
like old as shit. Like
Yeah, he's like-
what are these kids getting bullied by people that are like in their 20s, like or like 30s, like
Well, I don't. How are
what
you
the
getting
heck?
bullied by anybody that's 5'4"? And he was like this
and
meatball,
they're not
like
even
musclehead.
kids. They're just like
Yeah,
they're like 20s.
yeah. And they're just standing on the outside of the cage, like freaking out. They're like, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's just getting the shit kicked out of him. Like Eddie
It's
Alvarez
so
like
funny.
broke his leg, I'm pretty sure, but lost all of his money. But the fact that was a show is nuts.
Yeah. Just come on here, get your bully beaten up on my show, and then win money as well.
Mm-hmm.
What a premise, dude. I would just create my own bully, just like someone who I want to beat up. Be like, this guy freaking ties me to my car.
He tied him to a tree, dude.
Yeah, they always have the most ridiculous ways that they get bullied. Like,
If I'm being honest though, that episode with Eddie Alvarez, the bully dude, Mike, was hilarious.
yeah, and the dudes are funny. Like, I
He
relate
was
more
so
to the bullies. That's probably bad. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they're funny, or they're a character. It's like, who are you bullying?
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, I tied him to a tree. I got to teach him how to be a man. I was like, dude, you're 5'4". You tied somebody to a tree. Like, honestly, like, respect.
yeah.
The kid he tied to a tree was like 6'3".
Yeah,
It's-
dude. Props, honestly.
Yeah.
If you can handle that and like keep him there while you tie him around the tree, because you got to go around the tree at least a few times, and you
The
got
fact
to
that
like hold him
His
still.
little arms can like reach around the tree. He's like, yeah, me and my friends got a couple buddies tied him to a tree. I
Yeah.
was like,
Jeez, got a couple buddies. Yeah, Italian mafia over
and
there.
and it was so funny when he was interviewing him. When Mayhem was interviewing him, he was like, "You're pretty good looking," and he was like, "You gonna say that with your hair?" Because he has like a red streak in his hair. He's like, "That hair streak's pretty suspect." And he's like, show me your face off face." And the guy's like starts. It was so funny. He's like gets all serious, and Mayhem's like looking at him. He's like, and he just winks at him, and he goes. It's so funny.
Dude, Mayhem's a psychopath though.
In real life, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He like just got arrested.
His fights and everything.
He's been arrested like a bunch of times. But that show was hilarious. All those MTV shows were nuts.
What else? I don't know.
Like Room Raiders. Did you ever watch that?
No,
Or Next?
my favorite one was probably like Ryan Sheckler's show. That's what I watched that all the time.
Life of Ryan.
It was just so funny.
We did get into that.
Cause he's just like this like cringy kind of California dude, like
yeah.
just like a cringy kind of person. But he'd always have like the 2 ear piercings and have like, I feel like he had like mascara around his eyes sometimes. Yeah. But he'd just be like talking just like so surfery.
Do you remember like the amount of times he said the word drama?
Oh my god, that show is all about
it's
drama.
Just the drama. I just want to get away from the
drama.
drama.
Yeah.
I'm just so sick of the drama.
So much drama in his life, dude.
We were like, I was like 15 when I watched that. I was like, this guy just had saying drama.
Dude, I remember he'd have like girls around. I'd just be like, dang, dude, like he's a legend. Like this guy's so cool. He's got the life. And that's when I was skating and stuff.
Yeah, that's why we watched it, because we wanted to see all the like skateboarding stuff.
Yeah.
That show was funny.
He built the backyard ramp. That thing's sick. Especially when he was sponsored by Monster or Red Bull or whatever. He had like the Red Bull fridge. He had this part where you could jump over the ramp, like jump over this little gap, and in the gap you could go down there, and there's like a Red Bull fridge and stuff. Yeah. It's in like a room.
He had a whole park in his backyard.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a big backyard either. Like he was like going around the side of his house and everything.
Yeah.
That show was hilarious though.
Then like Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory, Jersey Shore.
Classic. Jersey Shore.
Rob Dyrdek was awesome.
The most obnoxious show. I'm talking about even further back.
Like what?
Well, like Room Raiders and Next. Those dating shows. Room Raiders was like
Guy Code and stuff.
No, dude.
You're
so young.
I know that's new, but it's like those.
No, it's Room Raiders. So the premise is it's like two people. It's like somebody that's a potential date for like a girl or a guy, and the person that they're going for. So there's like 3 contestants going for like one girl, and so the girl goes and searches each one of their rooms and like judges them based off that, and the guys are like in the van with the host watching her go through their stuff. And it's called Room Raiders.
They had that for like a show where they would break into the house and the person would watch how they break into the house and how easy it is for them to get into the house and stuff.
It Takes a Thief is what that was called. That's a totally different show. But that was like Discovery Channel. But
I remember we talked to Billy in high school, like back when, in high school or whatever, Dee Dee when she was in high school and stuff. And he said they had like someone he knew that was on that show or something.
Really?
Yeah. It's like some scenario. Or we were just talking about it. I'm not sure, but
that was a really good story. Yeah.
I think he had someone that related to. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter.
Cool.
What were you saying?
Doesn't matter, does it?
No.
You just cut me off.
You're talking about Room Raiders.
You cut me off to tell me that amazing
about
story.
Room Raiders.
We didn't even talk about the video you made for my birthday.
You don't have to. It's just a video that I made for your birthday. How are we gonna explain it to people?
Because it was awesome.
Oh.
So Nick, for my birthday, when we went up to Jacksonville, surprised me with a birthday video when we were all just eating dessert and stuff. And he had basically all of my friends and family say happy birthday to me in a short clip. And he made this like awesome, really funny video and put it together.
I had to give that to you. Still.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I want to upload it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I wanted, and it was funny and it was really nice. And then he had like this guy from one of my favorite podcasts sing me happy birthday, and he made fun of my name. Yeah, Jason Collins from Lions Den.
He's like, happy birthday, Geoff, or Geoff, because that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Because that's how you spell it.
Yeah, that's funny. It was like the coolest gift ever, though.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was awesome. It was really well done, too.
Dude, it was awesome. I tried to make you think that it was going to be over like a couple times.
Yeah, you did. That was the coolest part. Is like,
I had to like break it up in a way.
And it just kept going. I was like, dang, tricking me.
Yeah, it was fun to make. It was cool. A lot of people who would listen to this podcast right now were probably involved.
Yeah, thank you to everybody. That was awesome.
Dude, plug the computer in.
Oh, shit.
Fucking 5%. My charger's not in my room, so what happened to it? I thought you would have brought it in here. thought you were like getting it all prepared already. I was like, damn boy, you getting it all prepared already? But 5% will last probably 10 to 15 more minutes. Yeah, my computer's really good. If you let your computer or phone die or go all the way down really low, then the battery life improves.
Yeah, my battery life sucks on mine.
My battery life is really good on mine. But actually, recently, it's just been crashing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, press a button to restart. And I'm like, why? Bullshit.
It's getting to that time where computers starting to fade.
Like
Alright,
summer?
Should we get into the actual segment that we...
Like summertime? The time?
No, like the age of the computer. There's a gnat in here. Should we get to the actual segment we have a name for that we want to do?
Well, I don't
every
actually
episode?
have any.
But I do.
I don't actually have any like TikToks about
I know,
it.
but I can. Well, it's not just TikToks, but what do we?
Yeah.
What do we?
It's called
come
Why.
Up, just the name of the segment.
This segment.
You'll make a little.
It's called Why.
Thing where it's
Nah.
called.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
We don't have to do like animated text or anything.
No, I want it really animated.
We'll just say like this part of the podcast is called Why. Well, no, this is just a segment that we're
Yeah, it's called
doing.
Why.
Called
because
Why.
It's gonna be basically
I just said that
things that.
400 times.
What's it called? It's basically gonna be. No, it's Why. It's gonna be.
Who's on first?
What?
No, he's on second.
It's gonna be things that we don't understand, or probably mostly that I don't understand, that we see on social media or just the internet or whatever. We're gonna be like,
I don't
It's just
understand some
like
things.
why.
Yeah. Why would you do this? Why would you put your life out there like that?
Yeah.
And what are you doing, by the way, anyways? And by the way, how is this, like, I look at some things on TikTok, and I'm like, I think back to me in high school, and I'm like, no way. No one's thinking like that in high school. And then I'm like, is this really, like, what's popular with them and, like, what they think about and how they think in high school?
I know it's
right now.
It's, like, all fun and games.
Not even in
and
high school.
stuff.
People in college, too. It's just, like, some people are just, like, so far gone. You know what I mean? It's so bad.
It's all, like, fun.
Yeah, I was talking, so thank you for interrupting, okay? I was still saying a point. You little bitch ass. So bitchy about that.
Should we fist fight as the segment?
Go.
So this is a segment where me and Nick are so annoyed with each other that we just fist fight. It only takes 50 minutes.
Welcome to the Brothers podcast.
I just want like a volatile, just explosive relationship on camera. I want to keep people on their toes.
So much drama. There's so much drama in this house. So much drama in this podcast.
Drama,
God,
dude.
so
I just
much
gotta
drama.
get away from all this drama.
Florida has so much drama.
Florida's just so much drama. I have to buy a house and like build a skate park to get away from all this drama.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is like I know it's fun to make fun of TikToks and like, oh, this is so weird stuff, but on a more serious note, I don't understand TikTok, and I think a lot of people are so confused. What is it, dude?
I think a lot of people are just
The people on
not
it,
humans anymore.
yeah, they're like schizophrenic.
Oh,
But
that's
okay,
a good word.
I'll show you this one, and we'll insert it. So
Okay.
remember to insert
Which
it.
means
This
you have to
is
save it.
this is the worst
Let me see.
TikTok I've ever seen in my life.
Let me see, dude.
I'm going to.
He's a Marine. First to fight, he's loyal. Honor, courage, commitment. Core, value, simplify. Hoorah! He's a Marine.
My name is Nick, and I'm 22. I like to go out and go on the lake.
Ass face in the back.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a Marine, bitch.
This is-
Semper Fi.
This
yeah.
is not a joke.
Dude.
Okay.
And
And that guy looks like Justin.
and she
Gaethje,
like, but that's like real way of showing him like respect or like love, you know, is making that stupid TikTok.
No, she's like flexing. All right, I'm gonna play it again, just one more time.
and he's
for
in
you.
the back. Like,
First to fight, he's loyal. Honor, courage, commitment.
Take it in.
Core, value, simplify. Hoorah! He's a Marine.
oh, dude, just all the expression of her doing that was just so cringy.
It's terrible.
So bad. She's
It's
like,
not- no.
simplify, but it's simplify. What is simplify? She's like, simplify.
Well, I didn't even notice
Simplify,
that,
right?
dude. I was
Good,
too.
salute. But yeah, dude. But just we'll have to pop that up there because people just need to see the way that she was moving.
I mean,
like,
you really don't.
so much
don't need this
expression into just what she's saying, and then it doesn't connect.
No, it's she's doing a weird dance, but the guy in the background is the best part. He's like serious. He's
The
like,
worst
yeah,
part,
do this shit.
she's like, something. He's loyal, and then I'm just like,
She like body rolls. She's like, he's loyal.
body rolls her like ass into him, and he's just like standing there
That's
like,
not what she did.
I'm gonna kill you.
But okay, and this next one.
What, you think she's listening?
And this next one is, dude, what I've noticed a lot, and I don't see that many TikToks, only till recently because I started saving them because they were blowing my mind and I want to talk about them.
Yeah.
So now they're popping up all the time. But like kids, and when I say kids, I mean like teenagers,
Yeah.
are so like willing to put the weirdest shit on the internet.
Oh yeah. I think about that a lot. I'm like 5 years, just 5 years from now, you're gonna look and be like,
Dude, it's not even gonna take 5 years.
I don't know.
Like
about
when
that
you
one.
get into college and you're like, wow, just like a dork in high school. And then imagine if you posted all this shit in high school.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For normal people, it's like, man, why'd you let me dress like that? But it doesn't really matter because like no one knows.
Yeah.
But then now it's just like people. It's like, well, I put a really weird TikTok out there where I talked about like letting my ex-girlfriend get with a new guy and being happy about it.
Dude, just wait for that one. So this one is, that's the weird one, is when they literally put the faces and names and like use like their ex-boyfriends
Yeah,
and
they're like people I've hooked
ex-girlfriends.
up with or something.
Yeah.
And then it'll be the people or posing like they pose like the people they've hooked up. Dude, it's just so bad. It's just
okay,
like, dude.
so here's this one.
Oh.
And the caption is, saying goodbye is the hardest. I guess 2 years meant nothing. I've never laughed so hard.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one. She like actually, I need to see this again.
Dude, the pose.
Oh, she's picturing it so hard right there.
She's crying.
She's like, I'm doing it exactly how it was in the picture. I'm so good at this.
But she like lines up and makes sure she looks good and then starts crying. That's the best part.
Oh yeah, everyone's like an actor and stuff today, actor and actress today. Oh my god.
But like, why would you? She used, like, she put. You look so pathetic.
Yeah, you look so bad right there.
And then to even it out, here's the most pathetic guy I've ever seen in my life. Is there no sound? Hold on. The audio of this one confuses me.
Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Take her to the moon for me. Okay?
Oh, the last the last zoom into his face. He's just like, yeah, look at.
But he has to do that.
Dude, it's like the new. That's like the new. Show up to the girl's window and throw the rocks at her window. Is that what it is? With flowers in a boombox?
Yeah, it's like a sociopath's version of that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm here at your door. Don't go with him. Come back to me.
Oh, dude, think about what he was doing. He was sitting in a car, so he was like, I got an idea.
He's like, or he's just like really sad. He goes to his car. Like,
For the guy who is dating my ex.
I need to go to my car to film this.
Take care of her.
Actually crying too, and like a
And
TikTok is like, you gotta like edit it and like do it.
Yeah.
So he's like doing that.
That's my
but he's
point.
like, is he like crying like? What? Oh, well, hold on, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's good. And then starts filming himself crying, and then like, dude, there's like a bunch of sociopathic, psychopathic things going in there.
I want to hear like
Showing your emotion, but most likely not really like feeling that.
I want to hear like a psychologist's breakdown of what people are doing on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because it is mind-blowing. It's literally mind-blowing. I don't understand it.
Mm.
And this guy sat in his car.
Yeah.
He thought, I'm going to look like the shit after I do this. He used all
such a good
pictures
guy.
of the girl, which is so weird to me. And then he's like, to whoever's dating my ex, like, be good to her. And he's like, wait, but I need to cry.
and he knows that this means that someone is dating his ex. Like,
No, he said whoever is.
yeah, this means someone. Yeah, which means someone is. Like, Why are you doing that if you don't know if she's dating someone?
Dude, just
If she's like not dating someone, then that's
for one,
worse. First of all, because you didn't need to do that.
I don't think she
So
is.
he has to know.
Should we
Yeah.
ask him?
So he has to know that she's dating someone, which means you know who she's dating, which means you just want them to see it, and you're weird.
Dude, it's just the most whack shit I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Ugh,
to first of
I'm on
all,
my phone.
to first of all, film yourself crying
Yeah.
is so strange. But then to make put together a whole edit and a whole video where the whole point is you just basically being a cuck. Like, like, why do that? And then, dude, you're gonna regret that so hard, and it's saved on my phone forever.
Yeah. I saw this one. There's like so many different categories of TikToks. Like there's
I don't even want to like know about them.
there's like everyone trying to be like a dancer. There's everyone trying to be a model. And then there's like funny stuff. There's like cool sports stuff. But then the most of it is just weird, like obviously immature thoughts going on. I don't really know how to explain it
You won't
other
be able
than
to.
like high school shit going on.
I just
but
know
that's just
that I
not
wish
high
I
school.
didn't ever see any of them.
Yeah.
I know that,
Yeah.
especially the Marine one,
Yeah, you know what?
seared into my brain.
I don't know why why I have the app.
You have it? Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, I've
The only
posted
funny
a
one
few
I've seen is
times
the
on
one
it.
you did,
Yeah.
because it reminded me
Yeah.
of Vine.
Well, I mean, like I've only reason I have it is because people say like it's a good way if you want to use it to like build like draw more traffic into like,
Yeah, because there's like a
your
billion
brand or
things on it.
something. Then you could.
We should just start being like.
We should just start doing like
Let's just start crying.
like we have a new podcast. But this is that
The
every
elbow.
yeah. This is like fierce, loyal.
He's a Marine.
Yeah. This is like, dude. We had patty cake when we were younger. That's it. And then Dee Dee would have like her camp handshakes. But now it's just you're doing weird dances and shit on. It's just so funny how there's songs. Like each song will have a specific dance too that you're supposed to
Yeah.
do to it. And it's just like,
It's
everyone
just
does the same thing.
it's a generation of kids raised on social media, and this is what we're seeing.
And then it's just
And it's
like,
not good.
that's TikTok and that's 2020. Just wonder what it's like for Adley and stuff. People like that. Like, what are they going to do?
Adley's gonna be perfect.
They're going to be in a virtual world.
That's our niece. She's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, she'll be fine. Because she has
'Cause we're
us.
Funkles.
Yeah, she has us and she has Dee Dee. And we
Yeah, Dee Dee's old too.
we're the last attachment. We're the last people, us, that know about the world previously to all of this shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, if you're growing up now as like a 5-year-old, like, you don't know about anything. Because your parents are probably like
You're
really
5.
young too or whatever. But yeah, no, but like, but we still have like the old way of thinking. Like, we've been exposed to the old way of
Like
thinking,
playing
all that sort of
outside
stuff.
and not having cell phones and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's pretty nuts. We'll see where it goes.
And
Unfortunately,
having like common human behavior that like you should have, like exuding common behavior traits that you should have, like being respectful, being like not just being crazy, wild, and weird, that type of thing. Like,
yeah. Well, the other thing that I don't like is like these people think they're talented.
yeah, they're not.
Like, there's legitimate 16-year-old millionaires all over LA right now for dancing shittily in front of a camera, and like 1 billion 5-year-olds watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're rich,
Yeah,
which is fine. That's fine.
and
if
they
you,
can just
if
buy
you
their
like,
merch,
good
which is
for
cool.
you.
It's like you escaped.
Yeah, like good for you, but you're not talented,
no.
so it's not gonna last.
And if I had that platform, like if I was those people, I would really just like hope that there was someone that to tell me like start thinking about what you're gonna turn it into. You know, what are you gonna turn this into?
Hopefully they do.
I hope they have those people because that's a real opportunity to like start doing some stuff.
And then also, if you need to get jobs, like I'm not even talking about for the famous people, but like the other people, like if you
Mhm.
have jobs,
just all the
and
random people.
that shit'll pop up.
Yeah,
Like, imagine if this guy needs to be in charge of some people, and a video pops up of him being like, "Whoever's dating my ex, you made me cry."
Yeah, the people
Like,
are just gonna
people are gonna be
"Nah."
like, "Dude, you can't handle this."
We probably like are gonna worry about your emotional state and like how can you handle
That guy probably got
work.
kicked out of the Marines the next day.
Yeah. No, he would just get ragged on like you're in
Yeah,
a
you
video with your
would.
girl.
That's the
you
other
little-
thing,
you
like,
little pussy.
How does he not know that though?
Yeah, he should know that. You don't accept that.
And
if
that's
your girlfriend wants to do that with you, you say no.
That was an older couple. Those people were like in their 30s, probably, late 20s at the youngest.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah. She's just like one of those girls that is just like high school popularity, college sorority to the max. She just like always has to be that
Even, dude. I don't even
that
know
type
what
of
that is.
way, you know, that type of way going out through her
Well,
whole
dude,
life.
Like, how does she not? She does the dumbest dance of all time, but then says some serious stuff to go along with it. How
yeah.
are you gonna do that? How do you not know?
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Then now I'm pissed.
Yeah, it's like
Understand.
actually a real message.
I can't wait to find more, even though I don't want to see them.
Yeah, but
I'll see
it's not going to be just about TikToks. Why is just about things that we're just like, why? You know, why is it?
It could be
happening?
interesting things. It could be
And all our segments aren't going to be like just skeptical about the whole world, judging the whole world.
no.
We should we'll find some other
We're
but this is something that's natural for us. Just kidding.
It is. I like commenting on things.
It is because it's comedy. That's you got to talk about the stuff that's bullshit.
Well, it's not always comedy. That's what I was saying. Why can be like genuinely. Why is this?
It can genuinely be a question.
Yeah.
You're saying?
Yeah, it doesn't.
you
It
could-
can be serious. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be about TikToks. But I won't make the promise that all of mine aren't going to be about TikToks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Just because that's something that's very popular nowadays.
Yeah.
But but just some other wise stuff could just be like it could be anything. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Think we'll end it on that note.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning
Yeah.
in. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're
Say
watching.
it again.
And also, what?
Say it again. All of our stuff.
What do you think I'm doing? Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching. Shut up. No, but thanks for watching.
Wait, before
and,
you do that, will you tell them where
you-
to watch, subscribe, and stuff?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh.
So, thanks for watching, and if you've made it to this
I hate
point
to
of
cut
the
you off.
yeah, what's up,
Will you tell them where to
dude?
subscribe?
Dude, I am. I'm saying that right now. Okay. So if you made it to this point of Ireland,
Before you finish.
get out of my mic. Get out of my mic. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you made it this far in the podcast, then you know. Go subscribe to our YouTube if you're watching this. Just hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Spotify, follow our podcast because we post weekly, and yeah. Also, is there something I'm missing?
Yeah, the actual handles of everything.
Yeah. Also, leave a like on the YouTube channel. Comment your favorite part of it, and then the YouTube is the Shitty Podcast with an asterisk. The Instagram is at the Shitty Podcast. The Shitty Podcast on Spotify.
The Shitty Podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Shitty Podcast YouTube. Shitty Podcast Instagram. And email us questions, topics, social security numbers, bank
things.
accounts,
Funny
birth
things.
certificates at the.shit.pod@gmail.com.
All right. And then have yourself a
Good.
whatever day this is for you.
Just stay off TikTok.